Frugal friends, hello there. My name is Julie. Sorry for the long absence. You all, well, not all of you, but a lot of you know that we are taking a month to suss things out, figure out where we're going from here, avoid the horrible heat waves, and figure out things because the van, old gray, the dumpster diving van, she has given up the ghost. We are working on other plans. I do have things in the works, so I do hope you'll bear with me. I would be out there working the dumpsters if I could, but also, the heat, as has been the case, across the world, heat this year has really been an issue, and temperatures continue to climb and be more regularly high. So maybe it's for the best. But anyway, I have something I have to share with you. Oh, but first, if you are just missing my face and want to hang out with me, I'm live streaming every day over on my grown-up channel, My Current Obsession. Just be warned, it's not censored or filtered like it is here. It's a lot different. But it is me. Me. In all my lunacy and glory. But on to the news. So, my grandparents, no, not my grandparents, my in-laws, my children's grandparents, just came to pick up Reagan and Mariah to take them along with some other grandkids to go roller skating. And they're going to have a wonderful time. I'm so excited for them. But one of my nephews, he had amazing news to tell me. And I promise it's relevant over here. That's why I'm telling it here. He went dumpster diving. I think he's 10, 10-ish. Anyway, I know I'm terrible. I remember my children's ages. That's about it. Anyway, my delightful, we'll call him A told me, with some prompting from Grandma, he was a little nervous. Hey, Aunt Julie is a lot. Aunt Julie is a bit intimidating just because I'm a lot. Anyway, my darling sweetness told me that him and Grandma, they were on their way to the library. And they noticed that a dumpster, one that I regularly frequent at the beginning of each summer for public school dumpster diving, but this elementary school dumpster, where we have found many fabulous things in the past, it was overloaded. And so they stopped just to look out of curiosity. Grandpa kept walking. He's a lot like my husband. A lot. It's almost like they're father and son. Anyway, so he was a little bit embarrassed, which is fine. I understand. Dumpster diving is not for everyone. I get it. But my nephew and my mother-in-law, hi Ellen, they were not embarrassed. They were curious. So they stopped to see what's going on here. What do we got? I could not believe it. Now, I have yet to go over and see the treasures, and I am hoping to do that maybe later this week or next week. But they were so excited to tell me what they found. So, some glass anchor hawking bowls with lids. Come on now. Y'all know those are expensive. Those are quality. Those last forever. They found some bowls. I'm not sure if those were cereal bowls or mixing bowls. I don't know. I'll see when we find them. But the one that my nephew, was so excited about, and I am so excited about, was an ice cream maker. Unopened, sealed in the box. He couldn't believe it. Grandma couldn't believe it. I could believe it, but was so excited. And my first question, of course, that I wanted to ask was, does it work? I didn't even get the chance to ask because A has already used it 6 times. 6 times. He's made chocolate and vanilla and strawberry ice cream that they've all been enjoying. It's just... And we had a really good talk about what would have happened to those items if him and Grandma had not saved them, where they would have ended up. We're starting with some environmental responsibility, waste responsibility as a youth. Very important. Very important. In fact, have you all, just a moment of accountability, have you all shared this kind of information with young folk? Have you made them aware? I think we should. But anyway, so he was so excited to tell me all about it. And it just made my heart so happy. And so then, of course, the other thing I pointed out was that we have saved so much money over years and years and years of saving and salvaging. And I had to say, I was like, okay, but A, do you know where all that money was spent that we saved? Now, obviously, over the years, it's just gone towards supplementing our family budget and making it possible for us to pay our mortgage and, feed our kids and stuff like that. But little kids don't want to hear about that. They don't understand that concept yet. So instead, almost in chorus, everybody, because like 2 of my kids were there. And anyway, Disney. So then that led us on to talking about, well, we need to do a big family trip to Disney. It doesn't have to be like a big, huge. It could be like A and his siblings and mother and us and the kids and then grandma and grandpa. And grandpa, just like James, not huge into hanging out at a Disney park all day. But if they were to just come for one day, then they could go off and do their own things. And the rest of us could just be at Disney. And what a wonderful opportunity and lesson for him to see the benefits of dumpster diving, if, of course, in fact, he continues to dumpster dive and save and salvage some things. How cool would that be? But anyway, so I said, talk to your mama and see what she says, and then let's go from there. But how awesome would it be? I mean, A, for us to go to Disney. You guys know Mama likes Disney quite a little bit. And I was planning on a family trip for my family anyway next year. So what if we all went? And that would give him this fabulous connection between like saving and salvaging and the rewards that come. One of these times, with his mom's permission, and maybe even with her coming along, maybe I could take him dumpster diving with me of a morning once we get things figured out and I have a car to use to go dumpster diving. How cool would that be? Y'all wouldn't get to see him, obviously. But how cool would that be? Guys, look, I already knew that there are more people dumpster diving now. I know it's like taking over TikTok and other things are happening. And in this economy and with things as they are, it is not any wonder or surprise that more people are jumping in on the dumpster diving train. And in fact, we're actually, you and me together, we're going to be watching some other dumpster diving content here on this channel coming soon. Stay tuned for details. But it is happening. But how cool is it that younger generations and other people are jumping in and getting on board and reaping the benefits and saving things? Now, a lot of them, it's by necessity or it's for TikTok videos. I don't care why or how. I mean, I do care because I don't want people suffering. But the fact that they're coming to it and they're doing it makes me so happy, because we all know that I live in a burning down circus of a body and there are only so many years left that I'm going to be able to do it, even with help. Arthritis, and it is what it is. But my dream is happening. My dream. Younger folk, I know that makes me sound like I'm 80, but younger people, they're jumping in and they're doing it. Dream come true. A beautiful thing. And then for my nephew. So then, okay, real quick before I go, I have a funny story. Several years ago, a different nephew. He was like 6 or 7, and I think he's like 11-ish, 10 or 11 now. We'll call him S. We were at a family gathering, and this was also on my husband's side of the family. And he is the son of my husband's brother. And so I think it was a barbecue, something to that effect. Anyway, so we're hanging out and we're eating and we're having a good time. And they were talking about how S had to clean up some toys and to declutter some toys, and had a really hard time making choices. And so mom and dad stepped in and helped and made some choices for him. And he was so upset because his daddy had thrown something out. I don't remember, but a little kid toy. And it was really like a toddler toy. And honestly, if I recall correctly, he didn't really even use it anymore. Which, I mean, yeah, we should all declutter and move things on, but we should donate them, right? So try to share them, try to extend their life if at all possible. And so they told him, no, we're throwing these away. And he answered, and I don't know that he remembers this at all because this was half a lifetime ago for him. But he said, oh yeah? Well, Aunt Julie will just climb in and get it back out for me. I have never, I mean, okay, fine. I can't say I have never, but I will include that in the few moments of just the most absolute pride in what I do and love for what I do and what I've done for 15 years of saving and salvaging. Anyway, just 2 awesome stories that I wanted to share. And I just wanted to check in and let you know I'm still here. We're still doing stuff. I will be working on the studio shed this next week. Right now we are in the midst of another pretty intense heat wave here in Utah, and so it's tricky. But if I am able to get up early enough and out into the studio shed early enough that we're actually able to get stuff done, then you will either get an edited video or a live stream. I'll try to let you know. But anyhow, we have 2 more of the bags of the stuff from the public school dumpsters that I was not able to get done before the road trip that Olivia and I and Olivia's best friend went on to Seattle and Oregon. It was amazing. We had such a good time. So I do need to get that done. And then once I do have the car situation figured out, James is going to get himself a work car. And so then his Acura will kind of be the family car. And then Olivia is going to get herself a car, and she has generously offered to take me dumpster diving a few times a month. So there is that. We're working on it. I promise you I'm working on it. It's coming. It's happening. It just, here in reality, it does take time. But this is not another of those hiatus where I'm broken or sick or any of that. So I don't want you to think that anything like that is going on. I'm actually more physically able than I've been in years, which is a huge part of why this is incredibly frustrating, but I'm doing my best to use my energy and ability to get other things done. But most of that I am documenting over on my current obsession. I'll try to put some of it over here because some of it is relevant over here, relevant to the dumpster diving and the saving and salvaging. Anyway, I am live streaming over on my current obsession every day. It's not a set time yet. Maybe once the kids get back in school, it'll be more of a set time. But yeah, every single day. Just know that over there, things are a lot looser. I have no limitations other than monetization standards here on YouTube. So sometimes I do swear like a sailor. I do allow my political leanings to very strongly come into the dialogue. If you don't want to be a part of that, that is no problem whatsoever. We also have Menopause Mondays, where every Monday we talk about women's health and anything related to menopause leading up to it, during it, after it. So menstrual cycles, all that kind of stuff. And I know that is not the thing for a lot of you, and that is okay. That's absolutely okay. But we also do coffee reviews and assorted chit chats. And we even do talk a smidge here and there about stuff from this channel. So, but I don't want you to expect that going over there because it's my playground. It's my playground over there. But anyway, I do wish you all well. I hope you're having a wonderful summer, and I hope you're safe. I hope that if you, I mean, God forbid, but if you have unfortunately been a part of any of these disasters going on, fires and floods and earthquakes and everything, I am just sending you my very best. I do not want you to think that I have forgotten you, because I have not. You are all in my heart, and I miss terribly being with you. I will try to get a little more going on over here while we suss out the car situation and all of that. And maybe even an occasional live stream over here would be good. But anyway, more to come. I'm working on it. We're getting there. You guys are great. You're wonderful, and I adore you. And thanks for watching, and thanks for being patient with me, as is almost always necessary over here. But anyhow, have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and I will talk to you all real soon.